Welcome back to the 5 Star Car Guide channel. Today, I want to talk to you about investigating a vehicle's history. So, you want to do as much research as you can on the vehicle possible prior to purchase. Everybody already knows that you can always go to Carfax.com and get really good information on the vehicle. They'll tell you how many owners it's had, whether or not it's been in an accident, if it has a salvage title or not. It will also tell you something very important that people don't really take into consideration. It tells you what part of the country that vehicle comes from. So, why that's important is because if it comes from a part of the country that's, say, prone to hurricanes, you want to kind of be wary of that vehicle, because these websites like Carfax.com and other similar sites don't always report flood damage. Flood damage is crazy. Not only is there black mold a lot of times growing inside and under the carpets of that vehicle, but it really damages the electrical systems. And while we're on electrical systems, let me tell you this. I've had people over the years that I've sold cars to that have gotten in accidents, and they'll bring them back to the dealership to get serviced, or to the collision shop to get repaired. And that vehicle, 90% of the time, that vehicle is never the same. And see, the insurance industry has changed a little bit here recently. Back in the early 2000s and prior, all it took was for your airbags to deploy and for your frame to be bent a little bit for them to total out that vehicle. That is no longer the case. They are still putting these vehicles back together, obviously, because it's cheaper to put them back together than it is to pay for the total cost of that vehicle, whatever that vehicle's worth. But this is the thing, like I said, once that car's been in an accident, 90% of the time, it's never going to be the same. These are very complex electrical systems in these vehicles, and it's just too much. I've had customers that will bring their car back like 5 or 6 times, and the problem never gets corrected. And it's real goofy shit, like you turn your turn signal, and then your wipers start going. Just a whole bunch of just really weird stuff that goes on with vehicles that have been in accidents. So you do want to make sure that you investigate a vehicle's history thoroughly. Also, here's another website you could go to, safecar.gov. And what this website is going to give you is information on maintenance issues, recalls that might be going on with that vehicle, and also consumer complaints. Like, certain year, make, and model vehicles are known for certain type of ailments. Like, the 2015 Ford Focuses might have a transmission issue that never got solved. So you need to know these things before you jump into an investment, or really jump into a relationship with that vehicle. You are in this vehicle for anywhere between 5 and 10 years, and that is a relationship that's costing you money. You're spending money on this thing, and you want to know as much as you could possibly know about this vehicle before you buy it. The last thing I want to tell you about is looking to see if the vehicle is a fleet vehicle or not. And this is why that's important. You would think, and fleet vehicles are like, say like rent-a-cars, or they've been used as loaner cars in a service department, or just part of a fleet for a company, company vehicles for certain companies. These are good vehicles because fleet vehicles always get their service done on time. They're always ahead of the curve in terms of maintenance. They stay on top of it because this vehicle makes them money, so they're going to make sure that vehicle is in the best condition possible. So how can you tell? Because a lot of times they won't identify these vehicles as fleet vehicles or not. One good way that you can tell is if the car has been driven 20 to 30 miles a year, you can safely bet that it's a fleet vehicle. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can click on the link in the description. I have a car buyer's cheat code course for you. You can also work with me one-on-one over the phone or via Zoom. Have a great day.